Guys, oh my God. Oh, honestly, that fight might have been better than all three of the Wilder fights. I might be a prisoner of the moment. But I think that might have been better than all three Wilder fights. I think that might be the best fight of the year so far. Garcia versus Haney was a great fight. But this was madness, man. This was madness. Absolute madness. I'll say as far as the scorecards, because that's becoming a little bit of a debate. Some people were kind of saying maybe it could be a draw. Maybe if Fury would have won the last 3 rounds, he could have won it. It was 114, 113. Some people were saying 115, 112. I think the official scorecards. The guy that gave it to Fury, like, come on, man. I thought that they're gonna rock. I honestly was like, they're gonna steal this from him right now. As soon as they said that, I couldn't believe what was about to happen. I thought that they could possibly make it a draw at best. I thought that they're gonna run it, maybe do a draw, and then of course run it back. But man, I'll just go round by round, man. First round, I thought Usyk came out very strong, very aggressive, man. A lot of people think that he's just this technician, but Usyk is a knockout threat, man. We remember what he did to Tony Bellew. We remember he finished Daniel Dubois. We remember he hurt Anthony Joshua bad. This dude has power, man. He's not just some guy that you can, it's not like Devin Haney. Like, yeah, maybe he can outbox you, but he has no knockout power. If you have more power, you can just walk him down and have no threat of anything coming back at you. No, bro. He's not that. And he's sharp. He's quick. And I thought that his speed in the first round, second round, I think probably as well. I would probably give the first round definitely to Usyk. Maybe the second round as well. He got a little bit more close in the second round. I think the Fury had a hard time at first adjusting to his speed. I don't think he's fought anybody as fast as Usyk. I think this might be the first person he's fought that's, faster hands, better feet, faster in every way than Fury. So it took him a little while to get started. So I think I gave Usyk the first two. And then in the third round, I thought Fury started to open up. My prediction for this fight was that I think Fury needed to go to the body. We saw Anthony Joshua had his best moments going to the body on Usyk. Daniel Dubois, they called it a low blow, but Daniel Dubois' best moments were going to the body. And Tyson Fury started to do that. I thought that Usyk's head movement and quickness was too much. You can't aim. You can't just headhunt. He's too fast. He's too quick. His footwork is too good. So Fury was starting to go to the body. He was really looking for an uppercut too. This whole fight, he was looking for that uppercut. When you're switch stance, when you're a southpaw versus an orthodox, that especially a taller guy, a taller southpaw or a taller orthodox facing a southpaw, that uppercut is right there, because his open stance, his low hand is here. You can sneak the uppercut right here in between, especially on a shorter guy. So I saw, Tyson was going for that uppercut many times. He wasn't really able to land it clean, but it was a threat. He was hooking it up to the head, and then he was also hooking it and stopping it early to the body. And, that was starting to be very effective. He was starting to walk down Usyk. He was starting to clinch, which is what I thought he needed to do, which is what I was scared of when he came in fight week a little bit skinny. And I think that, honestly, for the second fight, my recommendation, I know this might sound like a joke, but come in fatter. Come in fatter. Because he did great. Third round. From the third round up until at least the seventh and eighth round, I probably gave Fury all those. I'd have to rewatch it, but I was saying, man, Fury's cooking now. Third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round. Maybe Usyk won one in between. Like I said, I have to go back and watch. But from the third to about the seventh, I'd say I thought that Fury took over. Eighth round, still, I think Fury was in control of the fight. And then the ninth round, brother. The ninth round. Brother. I thought it could have been stopped. I'm not going to lie. I thought the fight could have been stopped. He took about 20 unanswered shots. He stumbles from rope to rope to rope all around. The ref gave him every chance to recover. The ref gave him every chance to throw back. He didn't answer with any punches. He wasn't able to clinch. And Usyk is teeing off on him falling. If those ropes weren't there, he would have hit the canvas. And I honestly think that it would have been more smart of Fury in the moment. In the moment, I said Fury would have been more smart to go down or take a knee or accept the knockdown and recover, because all those punches he was taking is more and more damage and more reason for the referee to have reason to step in. So, of course, that's a 10-8 round. That's the most dominant moment of the fight. After that moment, I thought that the fight was, almost close to even. Maybe even Usyk. Yeah, I think it was, if I gave Usyk the first two. Yeah, if I gave Usyk the first two, and then I gave Fury 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 7. So maybe I gave Usyk or Fury like 5 rounds. Usyk winning the first 2 and then a 10-8 in the 9th. That pretty much either puts him 1 round behind or ties it up, in my opinion. After the 9th, I thought that Usyk, it was probably tied, or maybe even Usyk up, because the 10-8, like you said, 10-8 is what basically like winning 2 rounds. But my God, man, I have to give it up to Fury, man. He lost the fight. I thought he clearly lost the fight. He fought well. He didn't fight bad. But his toughness is unreal, man. The way that he was hurt, when you see this in fights, when you see people this hurt in a fight, you just think, especially when it's at the very end of the round, the referee gave him every chance, saved by the bell, saved by the ropes. The round ends. He has, very limited time to recover. When that happens, you think, okay, this dude's going to get knocked out in the first 10, 20 seconds of the next round. Usyk's going to come at him. He did. And Fury looked fine. He recovered. He did not look, his legs weren't super shaky, a little bit shaky, of course. You're a little bit weary after you just got hurt like that, but he recovered so well. He was back in the fight in the next round. He's throwing punches. He's not surviving. He's in the fight the next round. I did still give that next round to Usyk. So that's another round for Usyk in the 10th. The 11th, Fury's starting to come on a little bit. He's starting to, use his clinching. He's starting to, I think the main thing in this fight is that Tyson Fury let Usyk make him go backwards. Tyson Fury, like I said, come in fat, sloppy, fat as shit, strong as shit, the strongest you can possibly be, so you can walk him down and push him all over the ring. The fact that Usyk was able to push him backwards is what lost him the fight. You can't go backwards against this guy. You can't go backwards. He was walking you down the whole fight. He looked like he was trying to gas you out. For my UFC people, this looked like Max Holloway, bro. Like, he's not giving you a second to breathe. He's not giving you a second to breathe. So I gave Usyk the 9th, where he hurt him so bad, 10-8. I gave him the 10th, and I gave him the 11th. And I said after he got hurt so bad, and after Usyk won the 10th, after Usyk hurt him in the 9th and then won the 10th comfortably, I said Fury has to either win both of these rounds cleanly to get a draw, or he needs a knockdown or knockout to win. I thought he needed a knockdown in the 11th or 12th to win the fight or make it a draw. And then once it got to the 12th, I thought Usyk, like I said, I thought Usyk won the 11th. And then in the 12th, I was like, Fury needs a knockout. Fury needs a knockout, and he didn't get it. And he really didn't even dominantly. Maybe you could give Fury the 12th. It was a relatively even round. It's not something that's going to shift shift your mind after what you just saw in the 9th and 10th with such dominance coming from Usyk. And yeah, I was a little bit disappointed that he didn't go for it a little bit more. 10 seconds left. He's putting his arms behind his back like he's winning. I didn't get that. In the post-fight, he said he thought he won the fight. I don't know if he's concussed. I don't know if he's, the machismo of a fighter and, can't really admit it. But I thought he, pretty cleanly lost the fight in a draw at best. A draw at best. I cannot see anybody giving that fight to Tyson Fury. The only way I can see somebody giving him the fight is if he cleanly won. He would have to cleanly dominate either 10, 11, or 12, and he did not dominate any of those rounds. And for that reason, I thought Usyk cleanly won the fight. And, you know, going forward, I'm excited for the rematch. I think Anthony Joshua might be a little bit upset. The boogeyman, this might have justified this, bro. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that every time Anthony Joshua loses, he looks like the worst, trash, terrible boxer. Everybody, you know, piles onto him. And then later it comes out like, oh wait, maybe we judged him a little bit too harshly. Because he ain't never been hurt like Usyk had Fury. He fought well in the second fight. And the first fight, honestly. Do you agree Max beats Ilya? Yeah. Maybe. I'll talk about that at a different time. But bro, everyone always shits on Joshua in the moment, and then later we find out like, oh man, damn, maybe that wasn't that bad. Maybe he actually is competitive. Maybe he could be competitive with Fury. After seeing this fight, do you think Joshua can't be competitive with Fury? I think Joshua fights Fury better than he fights Usyk, in my opinion, because I think that Fury has trouble against guys that are just as big and just as strong as him. But that's another point. Who you got in the rematch? Man, I don't know. If, like I said, Tyson Fury needs to not come in skinny. He needs to come in heavy. He needs to come in like the second fight against Deontay Wilder, and he needs to walk forward the whole fight. He needs to walk forward the whole fight. He needs to bully the whole fight. He needs to hold. He needs to literally be like on teetering on breaking the rules. Like he needs to have the referee pissed off because he's breaking him so much. That's what he needs to do against Usyk. If he's fighting at distance, he's going to lose again. If he fights at distance and allow Usyk to push him backwards, he'll lose again. I'm telling you right now, he'll lose again. Usyk wouldn't have won if Fury pushed the pace. Yeah, I agree. Fury needs to... Thank you, Mr. Don't Know It All. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. He bullshitted too much with the taunting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was dominant from the, I thought, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, maybe 7th. I got to watch it again. Like I said, he was dominating. He was cooking. He was doing great. He was pushing Usyk back. He was landing to the body. He was hurting Usyk at moments. And then he gets hurt in the 9th and everything goes out the window. You play with your food. You play with your food. Thank you. Tune in. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. That 9th round was crazy. I'm doing my little reaction for YouTube. I'm gonna clip this part, guys. So I'm just kind of, talking over the whole fight. Yeah, man. Honestly, Usyk, I just want to cover this. How high do y'all think Usyk should jump in the pound-for-pound rankings? Because for me, he's undisputed at cruiserweight. He's undisputed at heavyweight. You said play with the food? First? You think first? I'm reading my chat, by the way, guys. It's not on the screen, but cruiserweight champ and heavyweight champ. But you got to see. He unified 2 divisions. But you got to remember, Terrence Crawford unified 2 divisions as well. Usyk is a dangerous later in fights. Yeah, so that's what I think. Being the the thinner guy, he needs a little bit less wind, and he's able to turn it up, and he still holds his power late in the fights. People act like he doesn't have power, but I think Usyk should jump to probably 2nd, maybe 1st, but 2nd at the lowest. I think that he should jump over either Inoue. I think Crawford is 1st in most lists. I think Crawford should be 1st, and Usyk maybe should be 2nd. Maybe drop Inoue down to 3rd. Inoue's great. Inoue's amazing. But his last performance, he did get dropped, and it wasn't his best performance. Usyk maybe fought his best performance tonight. That was incredible what he did tonight. Even though Inoue is still finishing everybody, the level of competition, the name value that Usyk has faced Anthony Joshua, and now Tyson Fury. The kings, the two kings of the heavyweight division. He just came and took both of them out. Back to back. And he's only, what, 6'3", 6'2"? It just beat an undefeated Tyson Fury. You think Usyk fought people better than Terrence Sue? Yeah. Honestly, as far as, yeah, honestly, you're probably right, man. Because Terrence Crawford's best win is Spence. And then outside of Spence, he beat Gamboa. He beat Porter. I don't know, man. Porter and Spence. Yeah, and he beat the baby Little Benavidez, which is not, I mean, Little Benavidez is nice. Let me pull up his resume. Let me make sure we're not missing any of his wins. I'm gonna try and rank this. I think that Usyk should jump in a way. He should jump in a way. He should be at least second. Let's pull up. Who else? I feel like I'm missing somebody that he beat. He beat Porter. He beat Spence. He beat Kell Brook. He beat Amir Khan. Oh, man. Damn, you might be right. Beating Tyson Fury is crazy. Yeah, calling it now for future reference. Big Bang Jang is sleeping Wilder. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Wilder's probably done. Are you going to play the Undisputed game? Yes. Okay, guys, actually. I know this is an off topic on the fight, but I'm going to start streaming again. I used to do daily streams. I'm going to start streaming again on Twitch and YouTube probably. I'm going to start streaming when that new NCAA football game comes out and when Undisputed Boxing comes out. I'll finally have some new games to play. I'm going to be streaming those. We have those two games coming out this year and then GTA coming out next year. I'm back on my gaming shit. I'm wiping the dust off the Xbox. I will be start streaming back again. But you think they should take Fury off the cover? Nah, you can't do that. Honestly, that might be the cover curse. They said the cover curse is real for the UFC. All the UFC guys that were at, damn, I didn't even think about that. All the UFC guys that were added to the cover lost in the next year. And now Fury gets added to the cover and loses. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Damn. Well, Canelo's on the cover as well, and Canelo hasn't lost. Maybe within the next year, Canelo loses to Benavidez, and the curse is proved again. I didn't even think about that. Holy shit, my man, tune in. That's a good ass point, brother. That's crazy. Yeah, honestly, I think that you are right that he has fought better competition because he cleared out cruiserweight. Which, there aren't really, any. Of course, there's very good guys at cruiserweight, but there's not any like household names that everybody would know at cruiserweight. But at heavyweight, man, he fought top guys. Dubois is a top guy. Joshua's a top guy. Okay, just think about this before we end this little, recap of the fight. I want y'all to rank these wins. Rank these wins. Whose string of wins are better? Tell me what's better. Chisora, Joshua, Dubois, Fury. Chisora, Joshua, Dubois, Fury. Those four versus Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Sean Porter, Errol Spence. I think Usyk. Yeah. You might have to give that to Usyk, man. I love to see Usyk getting this success because I think the shine that Usyk is getting is the same shine that I think that Lomachenko could have got. Those Ukrainian guys, man, I feel like Lomachenko was robbed a little bit of some of the glory that he deserved. The Haney fight, you know, even for how much like real boxing heads love Lomachenko, I think that Lomachenko mainstream success has underachieved a little bit, not by his own fault, but I feel like Lomachenko deserved to become a bigger star. He deserved a bigger moment. He deserved his moment against Haney, and he was kind of robbed of that. He kind of, he was right there. He was right there for Undisputed. Loses to Teofimo. Then Teofimo loses to Kambosos. And then Kambosos is a guy that Lomachenko just destroyed, and Lomachenko could have beat him. But Lomachenko goes and handles his stuff with the war in Ukraine. And then Haney steps in and takes the Undisputed from Kambosos when Lomachenko could have had that chance. I think Lomachenko was robbed of his chance at Undisputed, man. It just sucks. I love Lomachenko, and I just think that he, deserved a little bit more glory. So I'm glad to see Usyk getting it on his behalf, maybe. But, man, next, I'm excited for the rematch. Like I said, I think my game plan for Fury is come in fatter. Simple as that. Come in fatter, come in bigger, walk his ass down. Do not take a step back. Do not take a step backwards. Cheat. Come in fat. Cheat. Hold. Hit behind the head. Hit in between the clinch. Hit in between breaks. Make the referee frustrated with how much he's breaking you, because if you fight on the outside and you let Usyk walk you down, you're going to lose. That's just what I'm saying for the rematch. Honestly, there's not really any other fights out there for Usyk to really go for, so the rematch is pretty much set in stone for me. The rematch is set in stone for me. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All my people on YouTube, make sure y'all drop below what you thought of the fight, what you think should be next, and what Fury needs to do better to win the rematch. Thank you for watching.